Hello everyone, many blessings to you. Coach Shay here. Wanted to talk to you about tracking and nutrition. So lately I've been really zeroing in on tracking my foods and portion control. And the way that I've been doing that is using a food scale. I found that when I compare what I was doing before getting my food scale and tracking, I found that I was overeating or undereating. I found that I was maybe adding too much or too little to my nutrition and what it is that I was eating. And I definitely was not eating the right foods that were actually going to benefit my body, when indeed it actually hindered my progress. And so I'm a snacker, I'm an emotional eater. I love food. I'm a foodie. But I didn't have the right nutritional discipline that was going to give me the results that I was looking for to help my body heal from the inside out, but also fuel my body and to allow me to feel satiated and not always feel hungry or wanting more food or craving bad foods. And what I found is that when I am tracking and measuring my food, it is making a difference in my overall health. Now, this is coming from someone who is tracking, thinks it's time consuming, does not want to use a food scale. I don't want to do none of this at all whatsoever because it's so time consuming. However, if you're able to take the time out to do X, Y, and Z, why not take the time out for your health? Why not invest that into your health and what it is that you're eating and the quality foods that you're eating? And so that's something that I'm really taking serious within this time frame that I'm in now. Trying to create a disciplined lifestyle when it comes to healthy eating, fitness, and wellness. And so if you're finding that the scale's not moving or you're starting to gain more weight, really look into your nutrition and what it is that you're eating. What are you consuming? Are you in a calorie deficit? Are you eating more than you think you're eating, or are you under eating and not eating as much as you think, right? Because both have their disadvantages. As someone who used to undereat a lot because I didn't really have an appetite, and even being pregnant, it was challenging because I did not have an appetite. But that goes without saying that whenever I had an appetite, I always wanted to eat more. I always wanted to eat more than what I should consume. And when I would overeat, it caused me to even gain weight. But when you undereat, it causes your body to starve. And then what happens? You still gain weight. So either way it goes, you're still gaining weight. So it's so important for you to really hone in on your nutrition and make sure that you're eating the right portions and you're eating what works best for your body. Not everything is cut and paste. Not everything that everybody else does is going to work for you. So you have to find what foods work for your body, how much water works for you. Because when I tried to drink 1 gallon of water a day, I was drowning. I literally was drowning inside, and it was not good. I had water poisoning. Didn't even know that was a thing, but it's a real thing. And I got really sick. And so I found a perfect balance between 50 to 60 ounces of water a day, where I'm not feeling dehydrated, but I'm not so overly filled up with water that I feel like I'm drowning. And so when it comes to your nutrition, really take that time to look and to see what works best for you and do that repeatedly, right? When you are in a caloric deficit, you do not have to be so severely in a caloric deficit that you're starving yourself. That should never be the goal. You should want to be able to be in a caloric deficit that's going to actually benefit your health and give you the results that you're looking for. I am currently in an 1800 caloric deficit, where I was eating 2300 previously. I'm down to 1800, and I am shrinking. For me, the scale is the scale. I try not to worry about that because my weight fluctuates, but I'm also gaining more muscle, and I'm also shrinking. My clothes are fitting differently. My clothes are actually starting to fit the way that I want them to. Smaller clothes that I used to fit into, I'm now starting to get into. So that's how I base my results. It's based off of how are my clothes fitting, and as well as doing my measurements. And so seeing, am I shrinking? Am I getting smaller? What areas are getting bigger? Are they getting bigger because it's by muscle, or is it by fat? And so, excuse me, looking at those particular factors that allow me to see what I need to change. So with all that being said, really look into your nutrition. If you find that you're not moving, your scale's not moving, and you're not feeling your best, look at your nutrition. Look at how much you're eating. Look at what you're eating. Look at the quality of foods you're eating. And then make a food diary of what you're eating, so you know what works for you, what causes you to bloat, what causes you not to bloat, what you love, what you don't like. Try different things. It's like a plug and play of different meals. Try different things within your caloric intake to where you're hitting both your calories and your protein goals every single day. Now, it's definitely going to be challenging, but it's doable. Then when you start doing that consistently and regularly, you'll begin to see the difference in the results that you wish to seek. So, if you need help or guidance with your nutrition, or you need help on your weight loss journey, please click the link above for your free consultation. I look forward to helping you in the future. Have a wonderful and amazing day. Bye.